Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I know, it's been a long time and I'm sorry about that, but what it matters is that I am back. And today I decided that I'd like to do the addressing assumption slash rumors about me tag. So yeah, there is a lot of rumors, a lot of assumptions that I hear all the time as a black individual, and today is the time to address them. So without further ado, let's go straight to the video. So guys, let's address the first rumor, assumption, whatever you want to call it. And this one, it's one that I hear for so long, and I know I'm going to hear for as long as I live. Is this one that goes like, these people are all angry people aiming no good to society. I know you heard it. I mean, we all heard it. Don't you worry, because today I'm going to address it. So yeah, let's address it. Yes, I am angry. I am an angry Negro. It wouldn't be honest for me to sit here and tell you that I am not an angry person, being that I am forced to live into this disturbed world, this dysfunction century. Look, we are raised within a white society that only teaches you about white contributions and white achievements. And just if that wasn't enough, he also has the audacity to diminish every other race. As you know, as an educated lower class woman, when it comes to my history, and with that owning my history with all its complexities and flaws, it would be just humanly impossible for me not to be angry. Just put it this way, just put yourself in my shoes for once and just look at it this way. You came to my continent uninvited, where, by the way, you found a very well structured and organized nation. You killed thousands of us. You possessed of our belongings and made it look like if it was your discoveries, your achievements. And for 300 years, you abused us. You deprived us of human basic needs. You denied us of living within our own cultures and beliefs. You did not allow us to read, write, or speak. And after 300 years of suffer, when we finally got our freedom, it just looked like it was late. Because, I mean, you had already bleached the whole entire world. So please, put yourself in my shoes for once and tell me that you wouldn't be an angry person. But don't get me wrong, because although inevitable, we do have the emotion within us, that is not the only emotion that we are driven by. But I am allowed to have anger on me, frustration. I have the right to have those feelings on me. Because honestly, I do not have the power to erase history or pretend it was never there. I have to face it. I have to fight it. Anger is just a chapter of the healing process. Now, what you can help on this healing process is accept what you've done to me, what you're still doing to me. Sit down and allow me to heal. Because as I said, anger is just a part of the healing process. Now, addressing the part where you claimed that I, and I quote, aim no good to society. Pardon me? What society? The one that you belt on my back? The one that I get no recognition on it whatsoever? The one that my sweat and blood is stained on it, and yet I still feel like I'm being tolerated by you? Ain't nobody want to feel like it's being tolerated by someone. I want to feel recognized. I want to feel appreciated. I want to feel valued. I want to feel power. But unfortunately, those are things that you are not willing to share. So please, please, and I beg you, please, next time that you're thinking about saying stuff like this, please analyze your thoughts before you put them into a sentence. Because to be honest, a lot of you guys, a lot of you folks sometimes just sound ignorant, unintellectual, and sometimes even sorry, but it's the truth. So I hope I've addressed this rumor, this assumption, whatever you want to call it, once and for all. So let's go for the next one. Okay, guys, next assumption. This one is black people only know how to deal with problems through violence. So should I address it? But why are you so surprised? Isn't that what you taught me as my oppressor? You robbed me of a knowledge of my own self. So I had no other choice but take on the characteristics that you gave me. You are the one that taught me about violence. You told me that that's the way to do it. Every time you inflicted a wound in my back as a punishment of something that I supposedly have done. For 300 years, that is exactly what you told me. So why are you so surprised by the way that I move? If it is just a reflection of your movements. It just sounds like you are offended or even surprised by my way of retaliation. If that is the very one you implemented on me for so many years. So, although today I am free, my actions are still reflections of my past. Just put it this way, we just really got tired of being beaten and can't do nothing about it. So, unfortunately, a lot of my sisters and brother mentality today is I am gonna get you before you get me. Now, I am aware that that's not the way to go to solve problems, as I had the opportunity as an individual to gather my own knowledge and recognize the good and the bad. But unfortunately, a big segregation of my people are still living in that systematic remote control system where they are unconsciously being controlled by the white system. And again, unfortunately, they do not have the tools to recognize that. Because one thing that white people are very good on it is persuading and setting up traps. I mean, in every kind of sector, you name it, academically, financially, and even amongst our own race. But seriously, this topic is something that I would have to talk in another video, because just this topic by itself, it is something that I can talk within hours. So yeah, when it comes to us being violent, I guess we just continue the legacy that you implemented on us. Okay guys, next assumption, and this one, oh boy, I always crack when I hear this one, and it goes by: all black people are racist people and are addicted to pull out the race card on white people. Nigga, 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 I hate you. I guess now we are the predators. And even if you wanted to, we can't be, because we do not have the power to do it. Because in order for you to be prejudiced, to be racist, you need to have the power to institutionalize it. And unfortunately, we do not have the power to do it. So yes, we're not racist.
Ma'am, I'm not a monkey though.
You originated from one.
Yeah. I'm not a monkey.
You originated from one.
I come from God, ma'am.
Black people, all they do is taking over everything. You can't even go into them store anymore like you have black people.
God bless you, ma'am.
Thank you.
I come from God though.
They're getting black. Every time you go to the store, all you see is black. Look at your hair. That looks awful.
They created something so negative. They used it against us for as long as they were allowed to. And now that it's seen that they don't have the power to do it, so they throw the card at us and make it seem like if we were the one that created. I mean, just put into this perspective and analyze it, please. How can I possibly shoot in your head with a gun that you have pointed at me? Impossibly, right? Now, what you call reverse racism is a natural reaction to be treated unfairly for so long because of somebody else's ignorance. Sometimes I do feel like some of you guys have some kind of mental problem, because, I mean, define mental problem is when you have a hard time dealing with reality. And honestly, a lot of you folks do have a hard time dealing with reality. Anyways, next assumption. So this one goes by: there is no such a thing as white supremacy or white privileges. We are all equally viewed in society, so stop victimizing yourself. You know, for people to say stuff like this, I don't blame them, because I do believe there is a lot of white people that don't realize about it, because it's something that is inherent to them. They don't think about it because they didn't thought about it. Therefore, there is no recognition for it. But whether you are conscious or not about it, it is indeed a privilege that all white people have it. It is a legacy that was passed on to you, and you do take advantage of it every single day, whether you recognize it or not. I honestly feel like white people have a hard time accepting this, because they fear that by accepting it, it will make them look as if they were prejudiced, which is totally wrong. I mean, that doesn't mean that you are racist or that you did something wrong as an individual. It is just something that exists in period. You were raised to believe that your race is superior to every other race in every field. So yeah, just accept it and just know that it's a privilege that you have no power over it again. It is just the spectrum of how society is laid. Now, if you acknowledge it and accept it as an individual, you can start acting in a way that it will, help erase that fake privilege. So guys, I think today I've addressed enough rumors, and honestly, I did not do this video aiming to offend no one whatsoever. But at the same time, I am not going to be silenced. I'm only speaking the truth. I'm only showing my people that we are just as worth it as every other race. So yeah guys, thank you for watching and subscribe. Bye.